What's going on, guys? It's David here, and today I would like to welcome you guys to another episode of This Week in CrossFit. And it's been like 3 weeks since my last upload. I do want to let you guys know that I am a little under the weather. I'm getting over this cold that I've had for the last week or so bear with me today. But as always, guys, let's just hop into the news. And right off the bat, guys, this week we have a new Metcon that's coming out on Friday, March 9th. Now, this Metcon is a shoe that I think has been a remake of another shoe that Nike had just put out. This shoe is the Nike Metcon Free. This shoe is very similar in looks to the Nike Zoom Command, which I think Joel, from as many reviews as possible, did a review on these shoes. I'm actually really interested in taking a look at these shoes because I was actually looking at checking out the Nike Zoom Command because it looks like a shoe that would be something that would be versatile enough to be used in a CrossFit workout. And I like the flexibility that came with the Nike Metcon Flyknit DSX 2s that reminded me of the same flexibility in the Nike Metcon 1. So if it's anything in flexibility, or maybe even more flexibility, I think that would be something that would be dope. My only question would be the structural integrity of the shoe in terms of the sole compromising. But maybe, you know, it's just high repetition box jumps, maybe some rope climbs, things like that. Something that's going to really allow you to be flexible on your feet, but still give you that solid platform that you need. Really kind of reminds me of what the DSX Repper should have been, which I think that shoe was a total flop for Nike, but they put it out there and people actually still buy that shoe. If you haven't seen that review, go ahead and make sure that you check out that review. I've got a link to it somewhere right over here. Now, the other interesting thing about this shoe is that this shoe actually comes after the release of Reebok's Flex Fusion, Fast Flex, whatever it is. Reebok had just released 2 shoes over the last couple weeks, and those shoes were a lot more in the same realm of, I think, what it is that this shoe is. And it's essentially just a trainer that's going to be a little bit more versatile, more for what the general population is doing in terms of training. So it's not going to be a shoe that's going to, I don't think, complements weightlifting per se, but who says that you can't do weightlifting in these shoes? I probably wouldn't do weightlifting in those Reeboks Fast Flex Weave and the Fusion Flex Weave. Both of these shoes are, from what the descriptions say, a little bit more geared towards running, doing things like 5Ks and things like that. So I wouldn't necessarily say these would be great for CrossFit. Hopefully at some point I'll probably be getting my hands on those shoes and doing a review for you guys. So just to let you guys know whether or not, if this is a shoe that you guys should check out. I'm still kind of up in the air on these shoes. They kind of remind me of like the Adidas Pure Boost type style of shoe, really more like a runner and not really much of a trainer. But like the Nike Metcon Free, that one looks a little bit more like a trainer as opposed to just a running shoe. It definitely does have those like rope climb protection components to it, as well as the Flex forefoot, as well as it looks like a shoe that you would wear in a typical CrossFit workout, or would provide you with the support that you need in a typical CrossFit workout. And in other CrossFit news, particularly CrossFit Open news, we had some guys that hit some crazy numbers on the clean portion, 18.2A. We had Matt Frazier who hit a 385 clean, as well as Ben Smith who hit a 385 clean, as well as some other random dude that hit a 400-pound clean. Even with him coming out with such a big clean, Matt Frazier still in first. Right now he's sitting at 78 points. So I don't think anybody else is going to be coming close to first place this year. I think I would have to assume that Matt Frazier is probably going to be taking first in the Open. You can quote me on that. Let's see what happens. And speaking of the CrossFit Open, we actually have some clues as to what 18.3 is going to be about. We've got a cup with flowers. I'm going to say it has something to do with pushing up daisies. Don't quote me on that, but let's just assume that we're all going to be dying on 18.3. But again, with Dave Castro, you never really know what you're going to get. And in other big news this week in CrossFit, it looks like Dan Bailey's out of the 2018 season. That's a real bummer, because I know Dan Bailey's been pushing to get to the games, at least to finish, you know, to be a top competitor at the games, and it seems like every single year something gets in the way of him reaching and achieving that dream. I think last year he didn't make it. I think at the last 2 years, Dan Bailey hasn't been able to make it to the games or finished in a top spot at the games. And so it really sucks to see him kind of go through this battle and this struggle year after year. But I mean, with this new crop of CrossFit Games athletes that are coming up and just popping up out of nowhere, I mean, it's only a matter of time before all of these OGs really just kind of phase out. I think it'd probably be in Dan Bailey's best interest is if he switched over to maybe teams. I think that is kind of maybe a little bit more of the focus where a lot of these OG CrossFitters might be going. It's just the fact of the matter. It's just over time, you just see how CrossFit has made it more and more difficult to get to regionals and difficult to get to the games. And that's because there's more and more people that are competing. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the difficult factor that has increased every year with each open? Now with that, guys, today's episode is going to be really short, really quick. Like I said, I'm trying to recover from this cold. It's been killing me. I had to do 18.2 while I was sick. Let me know in the comments, what are you guys looking for in 18.3? 18.3 is going to be released today, probably sometime before or after that I get this video out. I want to get this out as soon as possible for you guys, but we'll see what happens with 18.3. Also, with every other piece of news that we shared today, are you looking forward to checking out the Metcon Freeze? Are you looking forward to trying out the Fast Flex Weave or the Fusion Flex Weave from Reebok? What do you think about 18.2? How did you do in 18.2? Did you do better in 18.2 or did you do better in 18.2A? Did you hit a PR? Let me know. I want to hear from you guys. Also, the question of the day. Today's question is, if you could put together your own team for the 2018 CrossFit Games, who are the 3 other competitors that you would have on your team and why? Look forward to hearing your guys' comments today. I missed you guys. I really missed you guys over this last few weeks. And as always, guys, may your coffee be black and your barbells be heavy. This is David, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.